There's a boring business model that can make you thousands or even millions of dollars, and it's an extremely underrated way to make money online. It's completely free to start and only takes a few hours of work per week, making it one of the best one-person business models out there right now, especially if you already have a job that takes up most of your time. On our very first month of monetizing, we made over $7,000. It makes Cody $600,000 per month, and it made Alex over $75 million. I haven't told anyone about this. Some of you might not be happy that I'm exposing this on YouTube. So that's me in 2022 on my media company's first team meeting, and I asked a crazy question. How are we going to make money? You should start a I blinked. A Those are old. Besides, there's no way you can make money from that. A few weeks went by, and while I was busy being a big shot YouTuber, my partner was quietly working on behind my back. And at the end of the first month, nothing. I knew the business was a scam. But then by the third month, I was shocked. Our bank account had $4,000 in it, and it kept going up. Let me show you what this magic money printer is, because I think it might surprise you. I'm talking about starting a newsletter. It's not exactly the sexiest business, but it's definitely one that just works. And with newsletters like Axios being sold for over $500 million just last year, this side hustle can turn into a very lucrative full-time job, but that's only if you're willing to put in the work. Here at WGMI, we went from 0 to 75,000 subscribers in 6 months. So in this video, I'm gonna be sharing every tactic we used so you can start, monetize, and grow your newsletter as fast as possible, even if you're starting completely from scratch. A newsletter is simply a weekly or daily email sent by a person or business containing news, updates, or any type of content related to what you signed up for. People will read your newsletter to learn new things, stay up to date on trends, or even to just entertain themselves for a few minutes. There really is no right answer on deciding what niche to pick, but it's best to pick a niche you already know about so you don't really have to learn anything new, even if it's really obscure. If you like it, I guarantee you there are other people who will like reading about it. So the best niche is whatever you can make high quality content on week after week. You should aim to have such valuable emails that your readers are actually looking for your newsletter every time they open their inbox. I just recommend sending one email a week and then building from there, because the more emails you send, the more money you make. Once you have a couple thousand subscribers, other companies will happily pay you a lot of money to promote their products to your readers. Just like how people advertise on Facebook or Google, companies will pay you based on how many eyeballs you can get on their product. But it's not just about the size of your newsletter. It's about the quality of your readers and how many people are reading week after week. So even if you have a small following, it doesn't matter, because having high quality active readers is 10 times more valuable than a big list of people who never open your emails. Ali, for example, he makes $5,000 for every email he sends to his list.
For me, starting an email newsletter was one of the best decisions I've made in my life as a creator, and now every time I send an email, I make around $5,000, which is more than I was making in a whole month of working full-time as a doctor.
And just so you guys know what one of these partnerships looks like, here's a snippet of one of our most recent partnerships that we charged $1,200 for. To get sponsorships like this, we used to have to send cold outreach emails and send them to a landing page that listed our subscribers, open rates, click rates, and testimonials like this. We had a full-time salesperson doing this, but now, thanks to Beehive, we don't have to. Using Beehive, you no longer have to worry about finding businesses to sponsor your newsletter or doing any of the setting up, because Beehive is now just like Google Ads. They automatically place the sponsored posts at the bottom of your newsletters. They make the entire process seamless, which means you just have to sit back, let the ads run, and collect your money. It's literally never been easier to monetize a newsletter, so I recommend taking advantage of this as soon as possible. Writing a newsletter does take a lot of time. You're gonna have to come up with ideas, you're gonna have to do research, and you're gonna have to write the thing. But let me show you how we write ours in under 30 seconds with this tool called Revamped. So with Revamped, all we do is save our ideas from across the internet, whether it's a YouTube video, a tweet, or an article. We just have to copy and paste the link, and it saves it into our account. Now, to create our newsletter, all we have to do is select those sources and then choose the writing style, choose the length, and then choose the angle so it knows exactly what we want to talk about. Then once both of those sections are added, we just hit create newsletter, and voila, we have a brand new piece of original content. Now, if we want to customize it, we hit the ghostwriting tool, then we'll just highlight the text we want to change. Then we will prompt that individual selected text to make this shorter. Now that the change has been made, we just click insert and it automatically updates. So last thing we need to do is send this out through Beehive. So I'll hit export, I'll hit copy as rich text, and then just paste it into the Beehive editor, and it's perfectly formatted with no changes needed. So this is a tool that my business partner built for us, and now we're opening it up to the public with our limited beta. So if you want to get access and try it out, I'll leave a link down below. But how can you get people to join your newsletter quickly without spending any money? This strategy got us millions of views and tens of thousands of upvotes on Reddit. And if you couple our Reddit strategy with Beehive's boosts, then you're going to grow your list faster than anyone while getting paid. You heard that right. You can grow your list and get paid to do it. Using Beehive's boost section, you can make money just for recommending other people's newsletters. It's like when you follow someone on Instagram and then they recommend other accounts to follow, except with newsletters. When someone subscribes to your list, a pop-up will display other recommended newsletters. And for every single person that signs up to those recommended newsletters, the Boost program pays you $1 to $2. We use this exact feature at WGMI to get over 10,000 of our subscribers completely for free. Here's how it works. Step 1, we run a Facebook ad with our lead magnet, which gives away 100 free AI business ideas. Step 2, people click on the ad and are sent to a landing page where they can enter their email in return for the lead magnet. Step 3, a pop-up appears that recommends other newsletters, and for every person that subscribes to a recommended newsletter, we get paid around $1 to $2. The Facebook ad costs us around 80 cents per newsletter subscriber, but we make that money back through the recommendations. In other words, we grow through Facebook ads completely for free. Oh, and here's the exact Facebook ad, here's the exact lead magnet, and here's the exact landing page we use. I'll leave that down below with everything else. At WGMI, we grew our newsletter to 75,000 subscribers, and 80% of those subscribers came through lead magnets. But essentially, a lead magnet is a way of getting people to subscribe to your list by giving away something they want in return for their email. There are a lot of ways to grow organically. You can join Facebook groups in your niche, you can post on Twitter, you can make short form content like TikTok or Instagram Reels, and if you provide enough value in your content, people will naturally check out your newsletter and want to get your lead magnet. If you're trying to get your first 500 to 1,000 subscribers, Reddit is going to be your best friend. You don't know what Reddit is? It's basically like a collection of forums on every topic in the world imaginable. Interested in wedding planning? Here's a subreddit with 338,000 people. Or maybe you have a question about your car? Here's a subreddit with 1.2 million people. So Reddit is perfect for finding your target audience, aka people who might be interested in your newsletter. And it's by far one of the easiest places to get hundreds of thousands of people to view your content completely for free. Our first post on Reddit got over 600 upvotes, over 100,000 views, and led to around 100 subscribers, all because of one post, which you can see right here. Since I want to help you guys as much as possible, I'm going to explain our exact Reddit strategy that's helped us grow faster than any newsletter out there. First, find subreddits around your desired topic. So just search your niche and go to the communities tab, and then read their rules carefully to make sure that you're allowed to post a link promoting your newsletter. Then create a high value piece of content. So you can make a post on any tips, tricks, or a breakdown of recent news in the industry, whatever you think will get views. Side note, Reddit hates anything that sounds commercial, so try to make your post sound as personal as possible. Instead of saying, here are the top 10 tips for copywriters, say something like, I spent 3 years as a copywriter before becoming a content writer, and I still do some copy jobs on the side. Here are 10 tips I learned along the way. Then be very subtle about plugging your newsletter. Make it sound very personal and casual. You could say something like, if this was helpful, it would mean a lot if you subscribed to my newsletter. I love researching and writing about this stuff, and I share everything I find in my newsletter. I'm going to leave 4 examples of our posts in the description of this video so you can kind of see how we word things, and hopefully you can take some inspiration for yourself. So hopefully you see the value of starting a newsletter. It took me way too long to start my own. This is the perfect way to make some extra income, whether you have a job, whether you're in school, whatever it may be. Just write about your interests, and over time, it will really grow linearly. The best thing about the newsletter business is you get out what you put in. So if you have more time to spend on focusing on growth, you're gonna get more and more subscribers, which means your income is just gonna grow linearly with that. So follow the steps in this video, be consistent, and maybe one day you can sell your newsletter for millions of dollars. And I'm not kidding when I say that. That's how crazy this business model is. But everybody, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.